Hello, Jesse Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Friends 2020 Advent Calendar. Now, I used to love the Friends Advent Calendars, but I haven't bought one in quite a bit. They have these interesting mini dolls in this set. I think there's a total of 4 mini dolls and a total of 236 pieces. This retails for $30 in the United States. And what we're going to do is open this from day 1 to day 24 in order, so you could follow along if you just started opening these. Where the heck, how do I open this? There you go. Inside, we have our 24 days. Kind of curious with the little mat right there. But let's start with day 1, which is... Why am I not saying 1? Why am I not saying 1? You guys are probably like, 1's right here. I'm like, oh, why am I not saying 1? I noticed that I think these are the same order on every Advent calendar. But it seems like our first character is Emma. For the Emma minifigure, man, this is kind of nostalgic to me because I haven't had a LEGO Friends Advent Calendar in a while. And I remember I would love how each of the mini dolls would have an exclusive torso in these Advent Calendar sets. So yeah, and the Advent Calendars for Friends were kind of like a big part in the growth of this channel very early on. For some reason, they were huge hits, and I thought that was really cool. So it's nice to take another look at an Advent Calendar, like how there's an exclusive torso with Emma here. The legs look like they're exclusive because they're winter themed, but that design actually came in Mia's horse trailer. You can see some back torso printing as well if you remove that classic hairpiece. And she also has a hairbrush as an accessory. Day 2. Looks like a little table. We have a small build for a table, which comes with a new exclusive 1x2 print of a list. I love that. That's going to be super useful. Also, there's a 1x1 cookie design, which we've seen before. And this dual molded pen piece, which comes in a lot of fun sets. And you can just kind of put that in the cup if you'd like. For day 3, we have a small fireplace. For the fireplace build, this design isn't really anything too special, and it comes in a lot of other Advent calendars. Still, it's nice at what it represents. I like the little stocking build to the right. Day 4. Oh, little Hammy. Oh, we get a little Hammy right here, which the hamster design has appeared in some other LEGO Friends sets in the same color before, but it's still nice to get. And we have a pretzel, which is not super common, so that's another very nice piece to get in here. And this small build for a gift box. Day 5. It's a little mailbox. Nothing mind-blowing here. Still nice to get the mailbox combination of pieces in red. And once you open it up, there is that 1x2 tile, which has that older mail print on it. Day 6. Ah, there it is, our first elf. So our first elf uses the mini doll design from the Disney storybooks. We're getting more of this next year with some child characters for LEGO Friends. This design also has an interesting face print, which looks very joyous. Also, I like how they use the accessory holes to have a ribbon there as if they're ready to wrap up a box. Also using that elf hair ear combo, which I think is the first time we're getting this with flesh ears. So that's something that some maybe Minish Cap fans could try to do something with, but then again, the whole top is missing. If you're curious how these figures work, they could go on one stud. Their head is a separate part, just like a mini doll, actually using the same mini doll neck, and the arms don't move as well as the legs don't move. Day 7. Oh, well, entryway or something? I'm sure there'll be more to this build with the coming builds of this Advent calendar, but for now it does look a little bit empty or uninteresting. Day 8. Looks like a little ducky on a little, maybe a workshop table actually. Yep, it's a workshop with a rubber ducky. That's the one. All right, I won't even go any further on that. For day 9. Looks like some toys. There's a little control pad and a flyer build. This flyer toy design, pretty cool color scheme. I like that. It's a bunch of colors that shouldn't usually work, but they actually do work. And then to the left, there's this little control stick. Not too much detailing with this, but it's cool to actually have 2 separate builds in this one day. For day 10, looks like a little bake stand. Little bake stand. You can adjust this up just a bit, but not too much to show with this build. Day 11. Another little workshop stand. So we have a stand with a really nice miniature little locomotive there. This design is on par with the city one that I reviewed yesterday. And this little brush right here, I think this is the first time we're getting this without printing. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's really surprising to see. Day 12. A little skateboard. It's a purple skateboard. I always associate this with the Back to the Future set. I really like how they have it wrapped up with a little bow. It looks like a genuine present. You know, people don't usually wrap like a skateboard. It's like, okay, here's a skateboard under the tree. Then again, a skateboard would come in a box sometimes, so I don't even know how accurate that is. I just get what they were conveying here, and I think it was a good build. Day 13. Ooh, is that new? It's like a waffle. I love this build right here because I missed out on the two sets that had this waffle piece in LEGO Friends, which I think was amusement park and then that cafe from earlier in this year. And this is kind of a build that they aped from the cafe as well. I'm not sure if it was in the amusement park, of this waffle maker. So clever, something I haven't even seen from LEGO before, and I love how that came out. And then we have a completed waffle, which the design has some strawberries on it. Seems like there's even some strawberry sauce at the side. Very clever, very expressive. This is just awesome. And you get an extra one of that waffle piece. All right, day 14. Looks like a little penguin. Holy crud, this is an awesome, awesome build. It's a little wind-up penguin. Hopefully not the ones like Danny DeVito's, but this design has a nice kind of top hat, which was an excellent part usage where they have that 1x1 circular tile, and then they have a roller skate piece. And then you have that modify 1x1 with the part poking out for the beak. Love the use of those 1x1 tiles with the flat top, round bottom. This is just awesome. It's a very simple build that you could probably recreate, but it's so clever and it just came out really interesting. I haven't seen this before. And at the bottom, I love how it almost has like a bouncy wind-up feel because they attached a Technic pin into that 1x1 brick at the bottom. And attached to that Technic pin is a 1x1 heart tile. Very clever, and probably my favorite build of this set so far. Sorry, waffle maker stand. And we also get this little wrench as well. Day 15. We got another elf. It does kind of suck that they use the same face print on both of the elves. Would have been cool to just get a little different or even reuse an existing face print. Then again, it is a face print that only appears in this set, so you get two copies. Really nice to get the same hat piece at least, because that makes sense for them to have the same hat. The torso is the exact same as well. I guess that makes more sense than the face. And then we have this gold flame piece as an accessory, or gold plume piece, which is probably like ribbon in this context. Day 16. Oh, that's pretty cool. Damn, I mean, I love the elf clubhouse. And I know it's not an elf workshop, but builds in this set, like little things like this, I think are stuff that was kind of missing from the elf clubhouse. Love how they illustrate like a little wrapping stand right here. Very interesting part usage with these pieces, and then a Technic pin, and then this cylinder piece in the middle. But it's very clever because you get a little bit of a roll there. And yeah, simplistic, but very creative and stuff I haven't seen in other advent calendars. I really love this. And yes, I know the Elf Clubhouse had a wrapping stand. I just actually like that one better, the one that was in this set. Anyways, we have two gifts. These aren't super creative with these small present builds. I mean, you'd expect openable presents like this. Nice to get that box piece again. Inside there, we have one of those sunglasses accessory pieces, which you can see right here. And then for this one, let's see what's inside. We have a little purple bow. But yeah, pretty standard builds where they're not too different from each other. I guess the tops of them are different because you have two different 2x2 jumper colors and then two different 1x1s they put on top there. Day 18. Oh, no. Okay, good. I thought that was going to be a tough cookie. Have a little campfire. And we have a little hot cocoa campfire set up. Love the picture of hot cocoa right here, which the design of that is just a brown minifigure head and then a cup piece. Clever, I've seen in other sets, but that's cute. Campfire, and then we got three of those relatively new saucer piece. Well, one of them's an extra piece, but you get the point. All right, day 19. I said day 19. I know I'm punching it the opposite way. And we have a little snowball launcher. Yeah, this one isn't super original. We see this a lot in different Friends advent calendars and just advent calendars in general. Either way, load the little launch I guess, ammunition there, and then press. Whew, that actually shot really far. But I like how they added like little details like this bundle of snowballs at the side, even though that's not something you launch, or I guess you can technically launch it. That's an ice cream piece, but just nice part usage. Day 20. Little snowman. Okay, this one I dig. Yeah, it's a snowman, which you see in like every advent calendar, but I've never seen one like this before. Interesting part usage with the Ninjago rep that came after the Ninjago movie, or came with the Ninjago movie, actually. What am I saying? And the only part that's kind of off there is that the back looks a little bit odd without that top half, but that works so well for a little scarf for this snowman. And I like how they used those dome-esque pieces, the 2x2 bricks, I don't know the specific name. The bottom one's the bowl piece, as I call it. That makes it look different as well. So overall, pretty cool build for a snowman. A very common thing in LEGO, but I've never seen it look quite like this. I will say this, I don't have the best memory, but I did not get the last 2 LEGO Friends Advent covers. I skipped 2018 because it was just awful. There's no mini dolls, no mini doll scale stuff, but 2019 for some reason I skipped, and I kind of regret it. But anyways, this is a sleigh. This is a simple sled, but I'm sure they'll add more to it with some upcoming days. All right, day 22. Another part of the sled. For this sled part, there's just a little present up there. They're going to end with some uninteresting sled builds. Yay. At least they connect. I do like the little builds that connect. And isn't this a cool shot? Tell me what this set and that set behind it is, and maybe you'll get a like or something. I don't know. I can't really give you a prize for commenting, but you get the point. For the Christmas tree, they didn't give too many shots of this, so I don't know if the ornament placement is 100% correct. But yeah, for this build, I have to say, I mean, for a set that has a lot of unconventional builds and taking familiar stuff and doing different cool builds, this one wasn't one of them. And this was kind of a pain in the butt to build. I've seen Christmas trees like this, and yeah, it looks kind of ugly if you ask me. All right, day 24, last day. This loose bag. But we have Mrs. Claus. The design of Mrs. Claus has an exclusive leg piece and torso piece. I like the detailing on there. And yeah, this face print is actually one that has appeared in some other sets. And she also has a slightly uncommon color for that hair piece. Also, a sack of toys. That's it for the builds and minifigures of the set. Let's see it all together. Here's how I laid out all of the builds. I noticed that they have Emma's house in the corner here. I thought this was Emma's house, but no, that's the workshop, and then that's Emma's house. I can tell by the paint stuff in the camera, which is part of her hobbies, I think. So this one caught me off guard because I bought it for the elves, and I was like, okay, I haven't bought a Friends Advent calendar. I used to get all of them, and I haven't bought one in a couple years because the 2018 was so bad, it just turned me off for buying them. And I skipped last year's, and I kind of regret it. This one, I was going into it scared. I'm like, I don't know. I opened it up last, but honestly, I think the builds of this set are like better than like the builds of Star Wars and the City one. Probably not Harry Potter, because that one had some really good builds. But I love some of the builds in here, from the waffle maker machine, which is something that they took from another set this year, sure. Love getting the waffle piece in here, which is just a hard to find piece in general. But the penguin, that one is like one of my favorite builds of this year, and it's so small. Love the little workshop stations right here, which the wrapping favorite one, like I said, I like that build technique more than what they did in the Elf Clubhouse. Some great exclusive pieces, whether it be the mini doll pieces. Like I said, that elf hat with the flesh ears is going to be very interesting to see use there. That 1x2 list piece, which is cool. And new takes on classic things. Like, I love the snowman. Not saying all of them work, like the new Christmas tree sucks. And not all the builds in the set are perfect. There are some lackluster ones. Definitely towards the end, like the sleigh was, I don't know why they ended with that stuff. But yeah, with all things considered for $30, I'm really surprised. Like I said, I like the Christmassy builds of this set more than the microscale builds of like City and Star Wars. It gives a much more Christmas feel in that regard, and I like that. With all things considered, I end up rating this one a B. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.